live in Wisconsin. I live in a haunted house, and these are my stories. In 2016 was when I first started experiencing things. The very first incident that had happened was my kids had a computer upstairs, their desk and computer printer. And I was home by myself. I heard 3 loud bangs upstairs, and then what sounded like the whole computer and desk was flipped. The dog started freaking out. She was at the bottom of the stairs barking, looking up, but she would not go up the stairs. I went to grab the keys so I could leave, and it happened again. At that time I was on the phone with my husband, letting him know that there was things going on in the home. And again, another 3 loud bangs. He heard it over the phone and he asked what that was. I couldn't tell him because I didn't know, and I wasn't going to go upstairs and look. And then I get in my car to wait for someone to come, well, for my husband to get home to check out the house, because I thought somebody was inside. And while I was sitting in the car waiting, I was looking up at the balcony, and the light turned on and then it shut off. And it did that about 3 times. And I drove around the block, and when I stopped in the front of the house, which is right here at this stop sign, I looked up, and the light in the room directly above us, the light turned on and the light turned off. And as far as I know, nobody was here because I was by myself. My husband finally got here. They too looked up and they both saw the light turn on. Day before yesterday, actually, I had left to the store and came back, and when I came back, one of my candles was lit in my office. I had tried for a couple years to light that candle. It never lit. The flame was big and it was going crazy. I asked my daughter if she lit it. She had not, and she was the only one here. Another time I was washing dishes, I felt the footsteps walking behind me. I heard them coming up from the basement, and then I felt them directly behind me, and I felt someone touch me on my butt. And then I looked back, obviously nobody was there, and then I continued washing dishes, and while I was washing dishes, then I felt someone playing with my hair. And that was pretty much it. Took off to my room. That's pretty much what I do when things start going crazy. I take off to my room. Oh yeah, my grandbaby. Yeah, my grandson. He says her name a lot. He calls her Gigi. And I think he was only a year old when my mom passed. And her and him would always sing this song from Coco. And he just started singing it one day, and then he kept talking about his Gigi and how his Gigi was here and his Gigi was here. And he talks to her a lot and he plays with her a lot. Another time, actually, just I want to say maybe 2 months ago, I was sitting in my office. I was sitting in front of the computer. I was working on t-shirts. My dog was laying on the floor behind me, and I was listening to the music. I kept feeling somebody play with my hair, and then I started feeling my hair getting pulled and pulled, and finally the last time was pulled harder. But the last pull that was harder, the dog jumped up and growled. That ran me out, pretty much out of my office. I moved from my office to the kitchen table, and the heavy feeling of somebody like right on your back was there. You could feel it, and it felt awful, and it scared me. And I'm usually not scared in the house, but that time it scared me, and I went to my room. I left my laptop on, I left the music playing, I left a new soda open on the table, and I just left to my room. Another time, my daughter, I was in my bedroom and she came running to my room, and all she said was, tell it to get off of me, Mom. Tell it to leave me alone. And of course I jumped up freaking out like, what's going on? Because, I mean, there's nobody there. You know, but there are things now that are messing with my grandchildren. Like the youngest one, she's always being woken up. And she's always screaming when she wakes up, like she's scared. But there's a lot of activity in the house, and I believe it's from the room right upstairs. There's something up there. My third born daughter used to have that room. She now moved out. And when we first moved, our first year here, she took the closet doors off because you could hear somebody knocking on the inside of the doors. And this old house, the beds are built into the wall, so you can, from behind the walls, you can see the bed. She could hear the knocking underneath the bed because there's drawers under the bed also, and the drawers are built into the wall up there also. So you could hear knocking back there. The doors are still down in the basement. We never put them back up. Another time, my oldest daughter, well, one of my nephews and myself were in my office, and then my daughter was standing in the kitchen, and the basement door is in the kitchen. And my grandson had told my daughter, his mom, you know, he opened the door to the basement, and he said, I'm not scared of the man in the basement, or something like that, or the man in the basement. I'm not scared of the man in the basement when he comes upstairs, is what he said. And we all kind of looked at each other like, what? And I asked my daughter, like, what did he say? Sure enough, he did. He said what we thought he said. And then last week, one of my nephew's friends came to pick up a piece of his jewelry. And I had the windows open and the babies were inside. And while I was outside, I heard all the kids crying. And I came running inside, and they were all scared and they were all crying. And they all kept saying the cucuy, which is boogeyman in Spanish. And they were all scared and crying. And my oldest grandson says he always sees a guy in black in the kitchen. He always sees him. I try to tell him nobody's there, but he says he always sees him. Our second year living here, there used to be something in my bedroom. I haven't heard anything since, but there was always something in black, a black shadow figure that would stand in my room, and it would tell me that nobody loved me and that he was going to come back for me because no one cared about me. He would be standing there while I'm talking to my husband until I called one of my cousins over, and it ended up leaving with her that day, and she ended up going off of the road because whatever was here left with her. And she almost got into a car accident that day and almost lost her and her kids' lives that day.
Do you remember when you told me either you or one of the kids went into the attic and they found that box?
Folder.
Or folder?
Oh no, yes. The week that the house flipped out, when it sounded like the computer got flipped upstairs, my kids were behind the walls seeing what was back there, and there was loose floorboards, so they got under the floorboards and they found this folder. And in this folder was, there was love letters from two different women to the same guy. And I think that was from 1943 or 1945. When that folder came up, and I started talking to one of my friends about it after they left, is when the house flipped out. And then there was another time we were looking in the attic, there was a big box. And I opened the box because it was almost like, open it. And when I opened this box, there was a panda bear, like an old school, old style panda bear. And me being me, I heard, open it. So I took a pair of scissors and I cut the bear open. When I cut the bear open, there was no clippings. There was a small heart. There were some buttons in there. There was some hay in there. And there were other little small hard plastic toy pieces inside this bear. Well, I ended up throwing that bear away, and things got rough after I threw that bear away. I almost feel like I should have put it back and just left it alone, but I think that's pretty much when everything started, was when I cut that bear open and started taking stuff out of it. So I don't know, curiosity killed the cat, huh?
You want us to cleanse the house before we leave and get rid of everything? But say
If
your
you
mother
can,
can
yes.
stay and
Oh,
see if
yeah.
it works. Obviously, your mother's going to stay. I'm going to ask her for help tonight.
Yeah.
You know, but we'll say she's allowed to stay, but everyone else has to go.
Yeah, I think it's time. I think it's time that they go. I think they've been here long enough.
Yeah.
They've done enough. My grandbabies are scared, and that's, you know, I'm scared. Some of my kids are scared sometimes. My daughter, who has that room, is scared to be out there. It runs her down. She'll sleep with her older sister. You know, it's just, things are getting really rough and out of hand. I just don't like being touched. That's what gets me when they can touch you.
It's different when someone touches you can't see.
Yes.
I'm Mumzy, and my experience here in Elizabeth's house is Suga and I came to visit with Elizabeth to talk about getting some stickers or clothing done with our logo on it. And the three of us ladies were around the island in the kitchen, and I was just standing there like this, and I got pinched in the butt. And it was a surprise. And that's when Elizabeth said, yeah, does that a lot.
What's up, Wisco Fam? Welcome back to another haunted adventure. My name is Suga.
Fashja.
And Mumzy.
And we are at my very good friend Elizabeth's house today. She's been having a lot of activity in the house lately, actually for a while. So we have come here to help her. Hopefully we can get to the bottom of this, find out what's here. Her mother is here, so we're going to ask her mother for assistance tonight to get rid of any negative entities that may be in this home. And if there are any other positive entities, then maybe they can all come together and help us fight this negative energy that is in this home. So we are going to be blessing the home when we get done. So, with that being said, let's go get him. So this is the infamous
This is the creepy
basement. We'll be going down there. And this is the room where you had the candle light, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes.
That candle right up there. This one, it used
This
to be a full candle. It was a full owl.
This is your mother.
Pretty mama.
Irma's gonna help us tonight, aren't you, Irma?
And she is, I know she's suited.
Oh. Irma's gonna help us tonight, aren't you, Irma?
And she is, I know she's suited.
Oh.
She's suited.
Oh.
She's suited.
Oh. Irma, if you want to talk into this too, you can. If you want to give any message to your daughter, let us know you're gonna help us.
This is where the computer used to sit when it sounded like it flipped out. It used to sit right here, and the desk was here, the computer, and the printer.
It's always so freaking heavy up here.
It is.
Every time we
It's
come up
thick.
here. Do you feel that?
Mm-hmm.
Oof. It's strong.
This is the.
Wow.
This is that one time I was playing with that Necrophonic app, and my oldest daughter and I were out here. That was when I was gonna get to the closet so I could send you a video. And I told Alexis, should we see if something's in there? And I put the phone to the door and I said, is there somebody in there? And then all you heard was, open it. So we both took off downstairs. I didn't open it, of course. But this is the room right here.
This room's so
All
big.
the doors that were taken off. And not long ago, God, I have goosebumps already. Not
Yeah.
long ago, my daughter and her friends were up here, and they said they saw a face in the closet because they all darted downstairs, hollering, "Mom, Mom, Mom!" We saw a face in the closet. There's another little cubby that's back in here. That thing always creeps me out too, but.
So that must run.
But this is
the
what,
back of the
this
wall.
is the closet where the doors, my daughter took the doors off because you could always hear the knocking on the inside.
Oh, it's heavy in here.
Mm-hmm. And then these drawers right here go behind the wall. So you can see all that from behind that wall.
Mm.
Yeah. And I want to say, I think it's maybe behind the wall. I want to say maybe this corner right here. There was a little spot set up, and it looked like there was, I found a toddler vest, like maybe a 2T, 3T, a little vest that was back there, and I think another little shirt. and it looked like somebody would just chill right there. I don't know. It's weird, but
To me, it's heavier in that room than in here.
This room doesn't feel bad.
No, it's heavy, but it's not heavy like this is.
That
And here it's strong. Really strong. Yeah, as soon as you walk right here. Like, almost like vertigo.
What's up?
The noise in there.
oh,
Oh, that was you?
yeah,
Oh, that was you?
yeah.
Oh.
Oh, and another time too, I was walking through Alexis's room, and when I was walking past the mirror, I always look at myself in the mirror when I walk past one, no matter where I'm at, and there was another body walking with me, but all I could see was the bottom half with my body. Yeah, that was creepy. I hadn't had that happen to me before, where anything has appeared like right next to me or whatever. Yeah, that was my first time for that one.
Wait a minute, I'm dizzy.
Those are new waters if you need a water up there.
I got real lightheaded.
Yeah, it's not by me anymore. So I don't know if you want to leave or stay. That's up to you. If we start saying, you're leaving. Yeah, I said it. It might get mad.
Do you want me to open that door for you?
If you want to, yeah. You could get mad. Just saying. Yeah, it's right by me now. It's not happy that I said that at all.
The last time I tried to open this so I could take that video for you, I couldn't open it. It wouldn't open.
Ooh. Okay, so that's the walkway, right? Can you do that, Fashja? Maybe Fashja can figure it out. We don't break it. But it must be on like a track, like where it
No,
slips
it's not on
back.
It's just.
It just
there.
falls off?
That's why it's got the two little locks. It's usually just there.
Like, does it open like a normal door? Like,
No, you just push the board in or.
oh, and then you can get back there.
Yeah.
Okay. That's interesting. Fashja got it. So that's like the attic kind of, right?
Yeah.
Is it safe to walk in there though?
Yeah, yeah. But you can go all the way. You'll probably have to crawl, but you can get all the way to that back of that bedroom right there behind that bed.
That would be cool to do a recording in there.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be here for that long.
Well, that's what I was saying. If you want to leave, you can. Well, because the reason I say that is because it could try to attach. It could attack, in other words. Like, make you sick, kind of like what happened with you-know-what.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, it's up to you.
All right, well,
You're more than welcome to stay.
yeah, no, I don't like to be up here very often.
As we cleanse, it's going to start moving its way downstairs. Because I'm going to seal all entryways. So, phew. When we get closer to where we get to, like, the front door,
We have to open the front door.
open the front door.
Okay.
And they have to get out. Like, that's it. You shut the door, they're not welcome back.
What about the dog?
What do you mean?
What about the dog?
Oh, we can't get to that room. Well, we could seal that room. She said nothing's been in there.
Yeah.
If nothing's been in, it's the only feeling I get in
Put holy water on that bedroom door.
Get the light.
Can you make that light move more than what you're doing? I should have stopped by now.
Right.
Can you move that again for me? Okay, that's fine. We don't care anyway. It's kind of boring. You can do better than that. That's how I antagonize. Not in a bad way. But you can do more than that because we've heard you that you do more than that. So,
Yeah.
okay. Any spirits that are here or any entities that are here, Irma, We're going to refer to you as Mom. You're totally different, girl. Any one of you guys can speak into this device if you would like.
Just take random photos.
Just random photos. Does anybody want to take a picture?
Just take random photos.
Just random photos. Does anybody want to take a picture? I have my camera out. What am I supposed to see? My camera out. What am I supposed to see? Are you in a mirror or a reflection? You may be up there? Oh! I heard that. It said a demon here. Well, you won't be here for long. If you are here. Oh, there's something pressed on my shoulder right there. If you are a demon, what is your name?
Don't provoke us.
I'm not provoking you. I'm commanding you in the name of Jesus for you to give me your name. That's what I'm doing. If you are a demon, what is your name? Irma, did you just hear that?
I heard that.
Irma. Irma, are you here? If you're here, Irma, can you speak into this device and let us know that you are? I heard your name. Any spirits here? Could you touch that device with the red light?
Standing behind you.
Behind who? Is that Mumzy? That's not Mumzy. Who's that? Where is that at?
Refrigerator.
Are you hiding?
Well, it did say standing behind you. It's behind Mumzy.
Facts. Can you see me? If you can, wave like this. Wave your hand. Okay, your leg too. That's fine. But your hand would be better. I can see you. Yeah, good. There, you're almost there. Wave it like this. Say hello. Who is that? You what?
I felt like a pulse in my head.
Did you?
Yeah, like the energy.
Presence.
Well, we know there's a presence, but whose presence is it? I heard sister.
I heard mom.
Was it? I don't know. I thought I heard sister. I don't know. Or not me.
The legs are moving. It could be grandma dancing.
Could be. Is that you, Irma? Oh, she's waving. It was just a wave. Thank you for helping, Irma. We appreciate it. Are you dancing? 'Cause you look good, girl. Get it. Oh, look. Ooh, get it, girl. You see this? Bullet. Bullet. She looked like she did her booty. Oh, she's gone now. Oh, it's heavy in here.
Yeah, very.
Ooh, okay. That's some heavy ass shit over there. You feel it?
Yeah, that's
It's-
why
it's
I
like-
stopped.
it-
I'm dizzy.
It took me back.
Go in there. Go in. I'm like,
Let me go in.
As soon as I walked over by her, it was strong. Like it was just pushing. Like
I got to the door right where you're standing, and I got real lightheaded.
that was strong.
It's scary here.
Excuse me.
It's scary here.
Why are you scared?
Excuse me.
It's
Excuse me.
well, we're gonna leave in here for a moment if you want to talk to her, okay?
I can feel you. I can hear the ringing. Is there anything else you have to say?
False.
It wasn't false. I can hear the ringing. I can hear you.
Husband.
Done.
Oh, you were coming at the same time. How weird is that?
It said done, so
That's freaking weird.
How'd it go?
I came to think in there and see how she's
I
doing,
felt a lot.
and she was pulling on the door as I was pushing it in.
I don't remember what I said, but I felt like the air, like the breeze, a literal breeze, and it's like it like rained down. And then I felt the hair thing that Mumzy was talking about
Edith.
here.
Is it still going?
Edith. Yeah, I've got Raymond, Amelia, Sarah.
It feels different in here.
It's way different in here. Like it's
It's
not
not-
heavy or anything in
Yeah,
here.
it's not heavy anymore. in
Yes,
here.
I did.
Mom, I
Yes.
feel a difference in this room. Wow. Your shoulder hurts? It's like clear in here.
Yeah.
That's so
It feels
weird.
way different in there.
Oh,
Not so intense.
huh?
Not so intense. And then
It's not heavy at all in there.
No.
1700s.
Oh,
Oh yeah, it told me 1940.
1940s, 1700s.
1943 or 1945 was when the letters were from.
It said,
Oh,
I heard something over here, but it said 1940s and then accident and then Sarah. And I was like, so I said, what happened to Sarah was an accident, and then it said false.
Isn't that a name in that folder up
I
there?
can't remember. But I was like confused at first because I heard the ringing in my ears like a lot, and I was like, I can hear you, and then they were like false, and I was like, yeah, I can.
Satanic.
And I was like, no, they're talking about Sarah. Like I had to remember, like never done this before. So
we do the void. How would you feel about doing the void?
what's the word?
That's when you'd be upstairs. You'd sit upstairs in a chair, blindfolded with headphones on, listen to the spirit box, but you can't hear the questions we're asking. You just spurt out what you hear.
Okay, yeah, I can do that.
Okay, well, let's do a little bit of the upstairs, and then we can close it out with the void, I guess, and then